One, Partition here, and today I'm looking at a really big set, Lego Ideas Dungeons and Dragons number 56. Um, I believe, I can't remember the full name, but that full name is not on the box, surprisingly enough, and I'm actually looking at it here. So yeah, it was called the Dungeons and Dragons Lego Ideas set. This is to celebrate the 50th anniversary of D&D. And I think it's called like the Red Dragon's Tale, to be honest. This set has number 21348. It has 3,745 pieces. And one little bit of, I guess, to go over real quickly is that I have a little bit of a cold right now, so that's why I sound a little bit off, but I wanted to get this video done. Again, get out there quickly and try to capitalize on the set being shiny and new. So, with that said, let's get into it. So first off here, let's just show an overview of the set because I can't get this all in one frame. I even had to extend my usual backdrop up quite a ways to basically try to keep everything white in the back and kind of try to in the void I try to give the illusion of. So there's a lot of customizations when it comes to this set, and I guess we'll first start off with our party. So over here on the far left, I have the the that's weird. Why's that cut? The orc rogue. Now this figure, I like the blue with him. I like the crossbow. I like the orc face if my camera would focus. Does actually not have an alternative face, weirdly enough. But this character does have an alternative head. There we go. Now you have a female orc. If the camera will focus for me. There we go. So you do have the options. It's very subtle. It's mostly just in the eyes. But you get two heads, so you can use that extra head somewhere else if you want. So you do have quite a bit of customization here. Next up, we have the gnome fighter. I have the female one currently. And we do have a male head as an alternative. Kind of flipping that around. Good to get this pointy here piece back and yeah, the alternative face. And let's take the head off so you can see the background printing and a little bit more of the front printing. And the shield with the sword. This character also has optional weapons. Actually, the rogue did too. The rogue has a pair of daggers instead of the crossbow. And the gnome actually has a bigger sword. So this is the two-handed versus the one-handed. Next up here, we have the Elf Wizard. Spellbook and Arcane Focus right here. The book does open up and you have some pages in there. And you actually have some alternative pages as well to go into that book. And there's other copies of it too, so as you write down, you can award it to the players without having to take out the set. And as I actually have the elf currently female. As you can see, once my camera chooses to focus. There we go. I do have an alternative face. And we also have the male option. Come on. There we go. Then the last member of the party is our Dwarven Cleric here. I really like how this guy looks. Good to get that hair piece again. This character does, let's see, there's his full face printing. Once I take the beard off. And he does have an alternative face, but mostly you can see the eyes behind the beard. But this character has a lot more than just an alternative head to get the to make the character female. Here we go. There's the alternative face. And yes, it's really good to, my only complaint with the female one is that She doesn't have any facial hair whatsoever. Now, let's move on to the dragon himself. The dragon doesn't really have a good way to mount onto the castle like it shows on the box, so I kind of have to wrap the tail around to do it. And one problem with the tail is that it does not want to stay up; it just falls really easily. A little bit disappointed there. Wings are cloth, a little tight, to be honest. Getting some good detail. It has some printed eyes that are really well hidden. The jaw pops off easily because it's only kind of a slight connection. And it is the same on both sides. Let me put the jaw back. So yeah, the jaw's back on. It does have some posability with there, as well as in the neck. There's a ball joint here, and there's some brackets here. Back, I love how spiky the tail is, and of course this is all ball jointed, so you can have some move. The legs, they have posability with them, but it's kind of once you get as a pain, this thing's kind of heavy for what it has. And the wings are double bracketed, so they're a little bit harder to than anything else to move. And that's the thing you probably want to move the most, not the wings. And this thing's just more of a side build, sadly. I think this should have been the focus. And I really wish that they did a way to mount the dragon onto the actual build itself. Okay, so with the dragon out of the way, we can look at what's the majority of the set, the buildings itself. So first off here, we have the inn. We got a sticker sign here that says "In Plain Sight" with "in" spelled INN, so there's a pun there. Yeah, they're just kind of small little details that just like to pop off on me. So, and everything is modular, so let's separate the modules. Looking out front, you have a little bit of the dock here. We have this dark blue, that's really nice to follow this front. Boxes here, the boxes actually do have contain stuff in there, so you have some, let's say, green chilies in there, because that's probably what they're meant to be. And the other one, we have cherries. So you have some things your players may want to, they want to go loot those boxes, and they'll just find those things. It's really nice to have a door that's on an angle here, and of course that opens up. We go in the inside. Spinning around the back, got a really nice chimney and has that coiling tailpiece for smoke. I really like that detail. Moving around, we can look on the inside. Now, let's take this top part off because this is modular. So you can see on the inside, you got a fireplace in the corner, a couple bottles, a barrel to have a couple drinks on it, a weapons check-in, so I guess you can whip out weapons if you want. Get the bartender all the way. You do have a sticker back there with a board like missing cat and pictures. I really like that detail. Nice and fun. Now let's look at the bartender character. This character, I guess, has a spoiler for him. He's also customizable, but he's more of an NPC. Now, take off his head and hair. There. Let's look. Put on his alternative face. Give him the hood. Give him the staff. And green Emperor Palpatine lightning. And there you go. You have your big bad guy of the adventure. Going back around, alternate back print. And just like the hero of the character, since it's mostly the Dungeon Master going to be playing this character, you do actually have a female, so you can have an evil sorceress. And in bartending mode as well, she does have, I guess, a more kind face. So let's put that on. I don't think the hair suits as much with a female face, though, this Joker hairpiece. But it is what it is, so I guess minor spoilers for this adventure, like I said. Okay. Now let's get to the second floor. Actually, let me just have it down here. And Yeah, things are just going to be constantly popping. There's a lot of details and things you're supposed to be moving around. Got a bag over here on this side of the room, a little bit of a window chest here. And then you probably notice this bed here. This bed does come out, and it comes out pretty easily because it only has 2 stud connections. You may notice those yellow dots right there because this thing is actually a mimic, which is just really fun. I really like the bed here. But if you want a traditional mimic in the chest, it also is provided. And it's this thing's kind of fiddly to get in and out, but you can't really close it. So I'll just leave it in because it's a pain to try to get it back in. And this just sits on top of the inn here. And we do have a roof piece to put on top of the roof. Okay. Okay. That is the inn. We also do have on the back tower some inside part, like this picture is supposed to be inside the room of the inn. To give you some clues about the story. Got a door right here, but we'll look on the other side of the door in a bit. Next up, we have this lovely landscaping area. It's fantastic to get some landscaping in LEGO. I always really appreciate it. Got this large area down below just to pose characters, but it doesn't look flat and just studs. They have stuff, but they give you play points so you can pose the characters. Here we have our owlbear, and I really like how the owlbear looks. Head can tilt and technically spin around 360 degrees this way. Going around the back, you can see it has wings on the front and legs in the back and a stubby bear tail. And I think the owlbear looks really good. Then we also have this blight, I think, here. And with this blight, this is a printed pile piece right here, and it kind of can come out, but it's a little bit finicky to get in, so I'm going to leave it in. Got a couple spiders up here. There's even another spider hidden up here behind the tree with another sticker piece up there. Let me right up there. This pole is not connected to anything on the bottom. Got some fine details. But one thing with this is that this front part is actually meant to come out. I don't know for what purpose, but yeah, it just tends to come out relatively be removed easily. And there's a book back there and part of a skeleton, and the tree fell anyway. And so if it's there, you'll have to put the tree back. Look, there's a brown piece to reconnect it to. And yeah. Going around the side over here, you actually have a couple of tentacles or something weird coming out of the water, weirdly enough. I don't quite know what that's supposed to represent. I haven't read the adventure all the way through yet, because I just wanted to review just a set. And back here we have a secret door. So that's pretty fun. Going around back, we have another door with another character in there. Let me try to get this character. This is a dungeon. I guess the character's imprisoned in. You can see there's a chain back there in a bucket. Now this is our Dragonborn character in Grain. Really good printing. I really like this character overall. I'm a little disappointed it's not an adventurer character, but it works. I really do like this figure. And yeah, this top part doesn't come off weirdly enough. There. Going on the surface level first, we got a beholder shield right there, a little campfire, a couple of myconoids, and both are exactly the same, so I'll just take one out to show you. Yeah, there we go. Kind of weird looking. I don't think the face is quite right with the printing. And he uses those dream things, I guess. And then there is a vine over on this side that can be climbed up. And then I guess we'll go down deeper. So you can see the back part of the way I pulled out earlier. You got some black pudding here, bits of bone, There's actually a few weapons thrown about on the bottom, and we have our gelatinous cube, another iconic D&D monster. And there's a they do I think it's actually really cool how they got the stuff inside the gelatinous cube, uh, some follow adventurer stuff. And the thing with this one as well, you get a smaller gelatinous cube as well. So that's kind of neat. I kind of like to put one on top of the other, like it's its parent, but they're not that smart. Tilting back, you can see there's a lot more treasure in the back there, and some coins on the bottom. Moving up here, we have the Displacer Beast, which we'll look at in a second, but just um, top of a causeway, I guess, is what it would be called. And yeah, that's everything for that section. So let's look at the Beholder. Beholder, I don't know, this is kind of the one, or not the Beholder, a Displacer Beast. A little bit disappointed. I do like how they got the 6 legs. I think the head doesn't quite look right. It just, yeah, I don't know how to fix it though. But everything else I think is actually pretty good. I like the upper tentacles up here. Those are posable, can come out forward. A lot of posability with this thing. So that's fun. Now let's get up to the main tower. So you have this door in the back here. Going around, we have this large area of undead. But we have our Beholder, so let's look at that first, which looks pretty cool. Has adjustable jaw, obviously has a clear stand. Going around the back, it's kind of flat back there, but it's fine. And got a bunch of eyes that are all posable, and you can get them to look different directions, and it's really cool. I really like how the Beholder is. I don't know how I feel about the kind of lavender with it. So, coming back, we have an undead skeleton army. Going through the 3, we have our knight skeleton. The one with a cape. I guess this is a magic item you can win from it. And then we have one with a green dagger and a ring of power. Nice to get this ring again. It's been such a long time since I got set with one. And we have an axe over here with a trap at this door. Got a spiral staircase going up, and below it, it looks like we have a mysterious book back here, as well as some otherworldly plants. And we go up the stairs. And we get to this upper part that also is modular. It can come off. So the staircase comes up right over here. However, with this key, there is a trap door that falls out underneath. So there you go. Got a dragon orb there, like the little shrine for it. Got another door up here. Go up the stairs to the foliage and caves, to another door, and behind this door is this workshop here. I really like this. I think that's a new color for me. And then we got an egg there, some type of ritual going up to the flag. So that is a lot to the set. There's actually a lot of firsts for me. Like I haven't gotten these leaf pieces before on these trees, but they look really good. I really like how they use a palm tree, but they look a little bit more tropical in shape, in my opinion. But Lego likes reusing pieces, and that's fine. So, as I put this thing back together, tell me your thoughts down in the comment section below. I also like to thank you all for watching. If Lego does more Dungeons & Dragons sets, what do you think that they would include? I think Lego tried to do everything they could that signature D&D. So yeah, let me know all your thoughts down in the comment section below. I also like to thank you all for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye.